Okay, today we're going to look at dividing fractions and going through the process of how to solve those. Now, the rule you need to remember is stay, change, flip. Okay? If you remember those 3 steps, then you will remember how to divide fractions. Because really, you're not dividing fractions. You're actually multiplying. Okay? So, your first fraction, or your first piece, is going to stay exactly how it is. Your operation is going to change to multiplication. And then your second fraction is going to flip. This is also called the reciprocal, which is literally when you flip the numbers over. Okay? So, how is it going to look when you reset it so that you can actually solve the problem? It's going to be 5 over 6 times, now I got to flip this, 3 over 2. Now I can solve. I cannot solve this the way it's written. There is no such thing as dividing fractions. I have to rewrite it as a multiplication problem. No questions asked. Now, I just go ahead and I multiply straight across on both sides. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 2 is 12. Now, I have my number on the top, my numerator, is larger than my denominator. This is what we call an improper fraction. It is top heavy. Okay, you cannot leave it like this. So you can simplify it, or you can divide it and figure out what the mixed number is going to be. So you have 2 different things you can do there. So if I wanted to simplify this, I have to find out what is the greatest common factor between 15 and 12. So if I want to do that, 15, 12. I'm just going to do a factor tree. What can I multiply to make 15? Well, I can multiply 5 and 3. And I can multiply 1 and 15. And for 12, I can multiply 6 and 2. And to make 6, I can do 3 and 2. So what is the greatest common factor that they have? 3. Which means I can divide the top and bottom by 3, because remember, whatever you do to the top, you must do to the bottom. And then I can find out a more simplified answer. So 15 divided by 3 is going to give me 5, because 5 times 3 is 15. And then 12 divided by 3 is 4, because 4 times 3 is 12. Now I still have an improper fraction as 5 over 4, but this is easier to deal with. So 5 divided by 4. Okay, so your numerator always goes on the inside, denominator goes on your outside. So how many times does 4 go into 5? Once, right? So 1 times 4 is 4. 5 minus 4 gives me 1. This number, my remainder, becomes my numerator. My denominator stays the same. So I'm now going to write this remainder as a fraction. 1 over 4. So what is my final answer to this division problem? 1 and 1/4. That is my final answer to that. All right, that is all I have for you today. This has a couple more steps, so make sure that you follow it correctly. And remember, stay, change, flip. All right, that's all I have. Have a great day.